Welcome to this camera right here.
Hey! It's almost feels like deja vu.
Vujade.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show, and we are so excited today because we have some very special guests from a long, long ways.
That's right.
All the way from the metropolis of Virginia. Oh, that's a state.
That's right.
Yeah, see, I went to school. And we got the guys from DOHRS. They're going to stop in.
In the green room!
And I think we've had Steve on before, right? A long time ago.
Been just some phone calls as far as
just phone calls. But now we have them live in the studio. We got Steve Fulham, Chris Lynch, and Scotty Too Hottie. We're going to.
Hey, I like your store, by the way.
Yeah. So we're very excited that these guys gave up their Wednesday night. They're going to come up here and talk about.
The guys that didn't show up tonight.
Yeah, they're going to talk about those guys. And we're going to talk about what they got going on now, some of their influences. You know, which band member they want to choke after the show, like the bass player.
the bass player.
I gotta back my peeps up on that one.
So, Steve, thank you guys. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Scotty, for showing up. Let's get right to the meat, man. How long has DOHRS been together?
4th of July is going to be 4 years.
4 years.
4th of July.
Wow, cool
That
deal.
was your first gig, huh?
Well, we'd actually gotten together with another band, and I won't talk shit
Yeah,
about
that's
everybody.
just let me do
Hey,
that.
this is where we're putting dirt down, baby.
It was drinking would be Bad Mountain Dew.
Okay, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember this decal on the, was it Summers?
I think it was.
Yeah, this decal on the
Or up in Virginia, I think.
They just got shut down, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we won't
They
talk
had
about that.
They had something going on that we were talking about earlier. So we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll talk shit about that later. But you
Plenty of
said,
shit talking to go around.
so it's been you and Chris. Y'all pretty much went
Chris
and
and
formed
myself.
your own band.
Actually, the entire band, except for the bass player, left Bad Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we just,
Mountain Dew. I like
Now everybody, now I don't know about the bass player. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Scotty.
Scotty. I'm horrible with names. I don't know
Scotty.
because I know Chris and I know Steve.
Yeah.
But I think everybody else had side projects. Is that right? Is that still the case?
Not really. The drummer has a few side projects, but
Okay.
he's a little more.
And we're talking about the dirty dick, not Dave's dirty dick, but dirty dick.
I hadn't washed, but I did wash it today.
Yeah, it's his dick. He'll wash it as fast and as much as
Aggressively.
But yeah,
By the way, the
so
hockey player, he showers after 3 periods, right?
oh god.
You talking about a hockey game? Or you talking
Boy, this took a turn for
we're
us.
going to the box now.
So how long has Scotty been? At first it was Tim, right? Tim was the original guy.
He used to play with Jackie back
Yeah.
with the Electric Horsemen and all.
Yeah,
But
when
all-
he put the wig on, man, he looked like Paul McCartney.
And some little trivia. Almost was a member of Fair Warning before Dennis came.
He did. He tried.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we met Dennis like a week later or something. But anyway, it's a long story. But so Tim decided he wanted to do something else, or
He just got tired.
yeah, he's been
we
doing
ran
it a
his ass
long
off.
time.
Yeah.
We ran his ass off. Right
And he was from at one time, wasn't he living in Hawaii or something?
Yeah.
That's what I heard, and then he moved back. I was
Taking
like,
his private jet in the...
yeah, why would you leave Hawaii, right? But so then Scotty's you only the second bass player at the spring. Okay.
He said, well, it's Thursday night. So I don't know.
Let me look.
We leave it home.
Yeah, well, you got to teach him a damn lesson.
Just stealth Thursday practice.
I remember Dave had what was that? You had a massive like hernia surgery on like a Monday or something. So I assumed that any mortal man would be like, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to play this weekend because I just had surgery." So I get on the phone, I call Dennis. I'm like, "Dennis, can you fill in for this weekend?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem." Next thing I know, Dave shows up at the damn gig. He's like, "I'm playing." So,
It was actually on a Wednesday evening.
yeah,
I
he
was in the
couldn't
hospital.
walk, he couldn't lift anything, but he played.
So I went back home and rested Wednesday night,
Did a
Thursday, and Friday I was in South Carolina.
Did a little
And then we
choppy
did
chop.
Saturday in King, so it was 2.
Chasing the dragon.
You got to do it if I'm
Oh, okay, that way you can't trace it.
See, when I had my back surgery, that was on a Wednesday. I was released on Thursday, and we went to Ellen's in West Jefferson and played that weekend.
Good God.
I took the old bar stool and set it up there. I was like,
They tried to give me one, and I sat on it for a song or two, and I went,
You can't do that.
They said,
Yeah.
sit on it,
You just can't do
Potsy.
it.
And my stomach was so purple and
He was
black
riding on it.
after the first set, and I pulled Brian in the bathroom, and I was like, "Is that supposed to be like that?"
No. Yeah, that was rough.
You know, he kind of done the
He
same
didn't
thing
ask
though
to fill
about
it
that.
at first.
I had 5 of them.
Yeah, you had 5 of them.
He was like, "Well, as long as it starts turning black below the waist, you're okay."
Yeah, well,
It gets
trust me,
bigger.
I've seen it. It's more purple than it was black. It was a purple-headed yogurt slanger. So let's get back. This is already derailed. So,
Why not that we named the band? We didn't have train wreck.
So 4 years, and you guys I mean, you pretty much played every damn where, basically. I mean, but is it predominantly around Virginia or just wherever?
To be honest, the rest of them are out of Winston-Salem. I'm the only one out of Virginia.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought so.
they both live in Walkertown, and
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
then Dee's in Pilot Mountain. So
Oh,
I
okay.
used to live in Walker.
Yeah, we wish you'd moved back.
Oh, that'd be alright.
Yeah. Take his bug ass back to Walkertown. But that's cool, man, that you guys, so is it still predominantly mostly rock and roll you guys do? A little bit of this, a little
play
bit
both
of that?
ways. We
every
play
time?
rock and roll.
Yeah.
See, now that's the angle I was trying to push towards. Country and western.
Anytime we play anything that sounds country,
It's going in that
by the time we
rock.
get done with it, it sounds like rock.
Yeah, we call that the Jimmy Henson method, where it's still drop D even though it's Conway Twitty. Yeah, he doesn't understand, that you can have a clean sound too, but.
That's still
There's
got
no
sound.
fun in that.
Yeah, exactly. You can't scare old people, right? But that's cool, man. So what do you guys, I mean, obviously, Steve, you started out, when I first met you, you were in the DJ business, right?
Yeah,
We still doing that.
I'm still doing that.
Well, half and half.
When I met Brian, it was 99, 2000,
Oh, yeah.
something like that. There was a club called the Brandon Iron.
Oh, yeah. That was,
Back in
oh,
the day.
God, great place, too, man. Remember when it was in its heyday? It was
Oh,
like,
man, it was incredible.
oh, God, I loved playing up there. Jackie's the one who turned us on to it, and then didn't it later turn into like a gay bar or something?
Yeah,
Like that's what I heard.
When you walked in, it did.
After hours.
I've heard some after-hour stories when your drummer Chris was putting his hand up the leg of the owner, which was about 75 years old.
Hey, we had to get a raise somehow, man. Rock and roll's rough.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember hearing
One
Steve
time.
one time say, when you guys played it after hours, that you had to get somebody like, I don't know, like $40 to bring you down here to a show because you had your ride was messed up. And by the time you paid them gas money, by the time you paid your bar tab, and by the time he's like, "Man, I ain't got no money."
You know what that's called?
I'm in
Rock
the
and roll,
whole
baby. Yeah. I think we've all been there.
Yeah, a lot of guys we talked to like $50 and up bar tabs. And I'm
Well,
like,
how about when you get done with the show and you get ready to leave, which happened to me one time at Ryder's, and she goes, oh, wait, you owe a $40 tab. I was like, $40 tab? I haven't drunk anything. What are you talking about? No, your cousin. Your cousin said he was on your tab. I was like, I ain't got no damn cousin up here. What the fuck? So they got screwed. I didn't pay it. I didn't do shit.
We played Winston, Virginia, and we got ready to leave, and they pointed fingers at some people. It's like, they said they were with the band. It's like, well, good for them, but did they fucking show up with us?
Did you see them carry anything in or out?
Oh, we've lost gigs because some girls.
Hams.
Yeah, we lost hams, which in turn was
Buckhead
too, because the same people.
Because
So
a bunch
people
of our
showed up and
fans showed up.
Ran up like $100 and something
And
and
left.
left.
And they were like, well, those people that were with
They
you
said,
owe
"You
us
know those
$100. I'm like,
So we know them; they're not with us.
ladies and gentlemen, speaking of flying the coop and leaving Dave holding the bag, we're going to be right back after this. You're listening
With the
to,
D-Rail Boys.
we're here with the D-Rail Boys, and we'll be right back after this commercial message.
Train wreck.
Hey, well, we got Brian to be quiet for
Hey!
hey,
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're here with the guys from Derailed. This is the Dirty Overall. I said Dirty
Rock
Overall.
show,
Yeah.
baby.
We're right back here. Did I say Dirty Overall?
Takes you
Everybody's
back.
got his wearing overalls.
He got there. Scotty's on the. We got dirty. Scotty came to the wrong show. He's went to the dirty overall show. But we got the guys from Derailed here. They're going to be talking about. Let's talk about some of you guys, the background. Now, you guys came together. You said 4 years ago, and predominantly, you've always probably been a rocker. I'd say, Chris, right?
Yeah.
So when did you first start playing guitar?
Actually, I started playing guitar.
Don't say 4 years ago.
15. That was about 8 years ago, but no. It's
We
about,
were just talking about our ages a moment ago. We're not going to divulge that.
hell no, that's privileged information. We have to see if we tell you. But I started playing when I was about 12 or 14.
Oh, okay.
I knew
So probably the same
GCD.
influences,
Yeah.
Motley Crue, Rat, all that stuff growing up.
Yeah, well, mine, I worked with a lot of older guys because I worked with my dad doing construction, so it was always Skinner and all the old
Can't
shit,
go wrong.
Black Sabbath. And,
Right.
So what about you, Steve? What was some of your stuff that you were? Well, you're
Well, I
a
was
DJ, so you had to play pretty much everything.
Well,
So.
yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I started off doing the karaoke thing.
Right.
But Brandon and I, when I got there, I was bouncing, and Tim Elliott was actually the DJ.
Oh yes, that is right. Yeah. Oh my God.
The crazy thing is, they had a killer karaoke night. There'd be 200 people in there on a Thursday night for karaoke.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, like the club scene, the way what you think now.
Well, what was crazy about that is that I wouldn't even sing karaoke. It scared the shit out of me. Because you had Tim Elliott there. Hell, the damn bartender sang better than I did. He wound up being Stephen Henson for the Mulligans.
Oh really?
Richard Shatley would come in. He sang with Loaded Nine forever. There was about 9 different people that would come in, and they all have their own different bands, either in Virginia or this way. And it intended the fuck out of somebody to go out there. Oh, sorry, I said fuck. I didn't mean to say fuck.
Yeah, this is a family show.
We're going to have to bleep him saying fuck. Beep. We're going to fucking bleep him.
It will intimidate the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, of course.
To have all
He said
these
shit
people
about 3 or 4 times, but then the one time he
The
said
one fuck.
So it wasn't until Tim left and Richard Shatley took over, and he just made me get up and sing. He's like, "You're going to do a song," and it was David Allen Coash. He never called by my name.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because you don't really sing in that; you just kind of talk a little story right there.
The day my mom was
We used to go to I used to go to open mic nights, and I had no clue what, because you put your name on a list, and then they would group what you played. They'd take a group out of this people and a group from that people, and then they'd stick it in there and say, "We're gonna get some different pickers for you now." And then we got up there, and I had no clue what we were going to do. And then one guy who played harmonica and sang, he says, "Okay, we're going to do blues, boogie, and A. Ready? Snow. Whoa! Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So what was your background, Scotty? What was your?
Well, I first started playing guitar when I was about 13, 14 years old, and wasn't quite as good as the other guys, so, you know, I switched to bass when I was about, I think, 15, 16, and I was, bought a bass one weekend, and next weekend I was playing a cake party on the bass, so.
But guess what? We never.
most of
I
our
was
bass players
I
are
was
strong.
fine just then, you know, just now, you know.
Yeah, I found that when I was coming up, of course, Shane and I, we have the same background, but you always had 7,500 guitar players in your town.
Yeah.
You had 2 bass players and maybe 1 drummer, right? And then you had to, like, every time a band broke up, you tried to get that drummer, and then you're like, what made him a good drummer is he had a kit, basically, you
And a
know?
place.
Yeah, and a place to practice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
about
when
it.
the word got out that me and the drummer were jamming in a little garage where you literally had to move shit out of the way and get in, there was about 3 or 4 guitar players that would show up at one time. So,
This is what I can do. That's what we were talking about at the music store, where the one guy comes in.
Like eruption.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or okay, you guys have been around the music scene. I mean, you girls been around 4 years, but you guys have been around for a long time. You ever notice that it pretty much turns into the same every time you go see a band? Crazy Train, Give Me 3 Steps, You Really Got Me, Train, and Dave's favorite, Tush.
Naming off my fucking set.
what the hell? He'll throw out a song. He says, "We're going to do Living After Midnight, Jesus Priest." I said, "I'll be goddamn."
I wonder where we get that from.
There's certain songs, you know, that are on the list when you start playing, and I feel like that's going backwards.
You should graduate, but once you've been doing those, you're like, I don't give a shit what it is. It's not that one.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this one now. I don't care as long as it's not that one.
Yeah.
We do it like an open G tuning. How about that?
Yeah, hey, let's do it like Keith Richards would.
But the thing is, we don't make a set list anymore. It gets to the third set, and we don't remember what the fuck we played, what we haven't played. So we go back to those to the gimmick.
Oh, no.
Right.
Like,
We'll have a set list
we played this
usually
shit.
for 1 and 2, and then 3 we're just freelancing.
Yeah, because if you got a crowd that's more rocking, that's like the other
Yeah,
night.
like the crowd.
We started the
Yeah,
third
we-
set with "Keep Your Hands to Yourself." We've never done that before, Jimmy.
Yeah.
But everybody there was redneck, and we're like, these people are not going to dig the shit we're getting ready to lay upon them. So we was like, all right, we're going to do it. Then Jimmy's like,
Kind of like a tired asshole. You got to stick a finger in it.
yeah, just got to kind of play with it a little.
When you're at a show on a slanted stage in a backyard,
Hey, that was Chris.
and a possum runs across the dance.
Oh yeah, that was our last week we had a possum run across.
Possum.
All of a sudden we're playing and the
Let
girls
me
are jumping up on the
rephrase
table.
that.
And we're like, yeah, I was like, there's a little bit of baby. I thought it was a rabbit. He's like ran out and he's like, it's a possum.
He said that little possum ran under that fence in the backyard. There's a gap about like that. He said he never thought, what the hell are these damn white rednecks doing out there?
I think he heard us play and he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Somebody get the stoop out there.
Brian, you should have picked him up and beat his head off.
I got it.
But I'm not lying. On Jimmy's side, it was higher, like it's about that much higher, and it hurt my feet standing on the incline. But you're just not used to it.
But he has one leg longer than the other, so we just put a block under one of them.
And I told Jimmy at least the low end was on my
You wore
side,
his
so some of
polio
the talent would run downhill. So I had that
Oh,
going.
God.
There you go.
Did he just say that with a straight face?
What?
Well, let's talk about just for a second. We need to interrupt and talk about the big show we got coming up this
The
weekend.
White Trash Bash Diz.
Dus. So we'll go ahead and pull like some of the bands that are playing,
Well, first of all, it's going to be May 20th.
which is
And
Saturday.
it's going to be at JC's Skull Lounge.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, JC's the lead singer for Skulls.
The
and
address, by the way, is 3840. GPS this shit, because I'm only going to say it one time.
Yeah, right.
3840 Lou Myers Lane in Randleman, North Kakalaki.
Kakalaki. Yeah, that's
North Kakalaki. 27317. And some of the bands that are going to be there. Where is it?
Dave likes to honk on
Let
something
me
long.
scroll down here. Okay, here's some of the bands that are going to be playing. For the 2017 version,
And
it's
this
going to be.
starts at 12 o'clock and goes
I
all.
thought it was 11. Is it 12 this time?
It don't matter.
Okay,
12
so
o'clock.
Psycho Circus, Zestra. Am I reading this correctly?
Sever.
Sever the Wicked.
Yes, sir.
Trailer Park Orchestra,
Yes.
Dog Days, Louder, Prowess, Skulls and Whiskey, and ZZ Trip.
Yeah, ZZ Trip is like a premier ZZ Top tribute band.
But they don't dress up like
Yes, they do now.
Do they?
Yeah, they got beards.
that.
They're going to borrow Chris's beard.
They got
for this week.
birds.
So yeah, that if you guys get a chance, we were going to give
May 20th.
JC a call, right? And talk
Yes,
about it.
before this shindig is over, we're going to be giving him.
Yeah, we're going to give JC a call and let him talk about what's coming up. And,
Tell you what, we'll do it after we come back from the next break.
and also, I don't know if you guys know this, but you guys play after hours before, right?
Yes.
Well, you know Bob Dickens
May 21st.
just
Yeah.
had a heart attack, or not a heart attack, but he had a heart problem.
Matter of fact, Gary, not Gary, but Greg Hampton called me to remind me about something.
Okay. And he went and had 2 stents put in, and they're having a benefit for him. And we need to pull that up and see which bands are going to be playing also. But yeah, that's what
They
I
have
said.
some different collaborations up there. I think Brian Meyer is going to play with Louder that night.
Yeah,
I
see,
believe
now
you're right.
that is worth the price of admission.
Gates open
Just
at
ask
10:30
Brian, he'll tell you.
a.m. and the first band plays at 12 noon.
Yeah, that was the other one. We're talking about the Bob Dickens thing.
Oh, I know. I'm just reading the times for the White Trash.
Yeah, if you notice, the sexy one in the group already said.
Oh, and by the way, there will be this year at the White Trash Bash. There will be there wasn't last year, but there will be a $5 cover at the gate.
Excusez-moi, not for me and you. We're the talent.
And they're proud to have Evan Marsh of the Marsh Pit cooking it up.
So they
and
got
they'll have plates
grub,
for $8.
they got bands, they got dancers. Girls are going to be
There's
there.
going to be
topless.
midgets. There's going to be
There's
damn
going to be midgets. There's going to be donkeys.
There's a
Balloons.
balloon show, senor.
Balloons, please.
There might even be a banana show.
Yeah, I got a banana hammock on right now.
Yeah, I know. You keep rubbing it up on the leg.
And we're going to take, we're going to wrap it up. We'll be right back with our third segment with the guys from Derailed
And JC.
and maybe even JC if we can get a hold of him.
We'll get a hold of
You're
him.
listening to the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show, you lucky son of bitches. Do you do it? Yeah, thank you.
Hey, and we're back, and it's okay at this point. Welcome back to the show. Ryan's over here. I'm over here. Welcome back, guys.
You didn't notice that?
I was over.
We had a threesome like all
We're gonna give a quick call out to JC. What?
Or fight.
Come six, what I call it.
And I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the white trash bags that we've already talked about a little bit. He's gonna be answering the phone here, hopefully. Well, he's trying. Hey, JC! You got the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show, baby!
All day. My two favorite guys.
Oh, shit, you ain't got to lie to us, baby.
Flattery will get you everywhere. We're sitting here with the guys from Derailed and we're telling them about your big extravaganza you got coming up Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big extravaganza.
Yeah.
Big rock trash bash.
Hell yeah. Well, we're white trash, so we fit right in with that. Tell us.
We'll see you here.
Oh, I know you have. So why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the bands that's going to be playing and some of the stuff you got going on.
Man, we got bands galore over here Saturday. We got 9 bands playing.
Damn.
We got a guy cooking some food right here on the spot.
We like to eat.
Barbecue, chicken, collard greens,
Damn. Fat back.
all kinds of good stuff, man.
We're on our way right now.
Yeah, I can
Maybe a little bit of pork belly going on as well.
Pork belly, we have that.
We bring our own light bread, so we'll be able to. So,
No, this will be our second bash that we have. I guess you could say we hold it in May every year.
okay.
So,
Just
and
give-
basically what it is a party we basically throw for the bands that, my band, Tools and Whiskey, we worked with over the last year. They helped us out with shows, stuff like that. It's basically a big band party, what it is, and we just open it up so everybody, the fans, everybody can come out here and get a little bit of a different kind of show than you would in a normal evening.
Oh,
And
okay.
who's going to be kicking it off and who's going to be wrapping it up?
Now, I can take it back to the play, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to release any band times.
Oh, shit.
That's if you want to see it, you got to be here.
That's right. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the gates open at what, 10?
Gates open at 10:30.
10:30. And the first band plays at noon.
First band kicks off at noon, and I can tell you that will be Psycho Circus.
Oh, okay. Now here's the important part. Dave said, when will the food be ready?
Food should be around about 2 o'clock.
Okay, then you shall see us at 1:48 with a thing of light bread.
And it's one of those that's $5 to get in, $5, 9 bands, you can't beat that.
I was going to say 10 get out.
And let's see what else we got going on. We got 9 bands. $5 gets you in to bring your own cooler. So
Oh, shit.
bring your cooler.
Chris, Scotty goes, huh?
What time does the midget wrestling begin?
Midget wrestling again?
That's me and Billy Grayson.
It pretty much starts whenever you come in here and you tie it up out here.
Me and Dave's gonna get a kiddie pool and do some jello wrestling that Sunday.
Shit.
We
Just what these people right here want to see.
We won't even-
feed in a damn swimming pool.
won't even charge you.
I like the old joke where the guy that invites his neighbor over to the party and he says, well, I'm going to tell you, there's going to be drinking, well, there's going to be some fighting, and there's going to be some sex. He says, well, that's okay, I can hold my own. He says, what should I wear? He says, then that's just be me and you.
Alright, here, man, we invite all the neighbors around over here to come over. And
They might as well be invited because they're going to be listening to it, right?
we'll be listening.
When I listen to Metallica, the whole neighborhood listens.
Oh, and get your oil changed and your brakes checked while you're over there.
I think
No,
you're right.
there are a lot of neighbors on that guy. We got a full PA here, so it's on a lot of kick-ass bands. We got CD script that we closing out the evening.
And for those of you who have not been to or heard of the Skull Lounge, it is located where, my friend?
It is at 3840 Lou Myers Lane, Rambleton, North Carolina, 27317.
And you have a Facebook set up for this night, right?
Yes, there is a Facebook account. Just all you gotta do is just type in White Trash Bash. We're the first ones on the list, but there's probably like 3 other bashes going on other places as well.
Yeah, I usually Google white trash all the time. So,
And all our fans come up. Well,
You
Jason,
know, a lot of people look at it as a stereotype show or whatnot, and that's kind of, I did that on purpose. We only get the right people at these parties.
right, right.
all the real rednecks.
Well, we appreciate what you're doing, JC, and we're getting the word out there, my friend. So hopefully you get to. How many people were there last year?
We had a little over 300 last year.
So hopefully we can almost double that.
Awesome. And
Well, I'm the place for
hopefully this will be a yearly thing, and make sure you guys go check it out Saturday over on Lou Myers and Rambling. So White Trash Bash, 9 bands for $5.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
No, it's a wonderful talent.
It's like Lollapalooza with rednecks. I love it.
All right, buddy. We appreciate you. We're going to get back with the interview, and we'll be chatting with you because me and Brian may be making a guest appearance.
Well, I know we will. First field food.
All right, brother. We'll see you.
you know,
All right. Of course, we get in. We get in on the VIP.
Yeah, no shit. All right, well, let's get back. This is the important. Yeah. Y'all drive through. I like Scotty because he did drugs since 2 o'clock.
And that's Korean time.
Yeah. So,
I don't need to drink during the week, brother.
well, tonight we encourage you, so you drink all you want to. That's what it's all about. We're getting ready. We got a couple more minutes before we take our break. But I want to. What do you guys got coming up right now? I mean, what shows you got coming up?
Well, on May 27th, we're going to the Penny's Place in King, North Carolina.
Which I've heard good things about.
Oh, it's a wonderful place. And
Dennis plays up there too, I think.
well, Paul and Dennis, motivator.
Okay, yeah.
They just played up there for the last week. Last week or the week before they played up there.
Okay, cool.
And the next show we have is not until June 17th, it's a private party. But actually, Paul Holmes, the motivator, is going to be in there with us.
Oh, awesome.
He sits in once in a while.
Okay, cool.
If we get him in the building, he's going to do all the high songs. Like,
Yeah, I saw him at the Poison concert. I looked across the crowd and I saw a dude. You see him? Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I know that guy. He's like, oh,
He just sent me a message yesterday about needing a banner.
cool deal. So who's got the best? There's got to be one Spinal Tap story that you guys got that's happened in 4 years. Who's got the best one, or a couple ones, right quick before we put a bow on this thing?
You're putting us on the spot now because I'm brain dead.
Oh, there's got to be one that
I smoked
stands
my last
out.
brain cell about 6 months ago.
I mean, like, for example, we played up in your neck of the woods at, before it was Mason Journal, Three Cheers. We played up there and a guy dropped dead.
Yeah, before we passed away.
When the fuck we gonna top that shit?
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn.
Oh, it made for a interesting night. We made $17 that night. Which I mean, that's not, it's terrible that somebody passed away.
And Brian, not thinking, somebody asked him, so how was the show? And he said, oh man, it was dead.
I mean,
He didn't mean it that way.
but it was.
We killed it, yeah. We killed it.
Are we passing notes? Are we
Yeah, so what, you guys haven't had one where Steve got drunk and fell off stage, or Scotty forgot something,
like
or?
Billy Crash Creason passed out in the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Yeah, he made it to the drive-thru and then passed out right at the drive-thru.
I think we've actually seen more where we've been not working. And going
Oh,
to
really?
I saw him play with another group, and I'm not going to say where we were at or anything else, but I know the 6 people in the back room were ducking him because he was tossing beer cans. I don't remember what you were pissed off about. It was either politics or some of the people in the
Yeah, it's
building.
probably politics. I get very fired up over politics.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean,
I
I hate snow.
You got one?
It's not
all right,
within the past 4 years, but it's a few years back.
yeah, I mean, since you've been playing.
I used to collect panty tags, and I still do every once in a while.
Wait. Panty tags?
Panty tags.
Okay, just make sure I heard you
Yeah,
correctly.
just pull the tag up and cut it off your pocket knife.
I got you.
Why not just
I've
take
got
the
it.
whole panty like Dave does?
They don't hang as easy
Doo-doo
as
stains
tags
at all.
No. But what it is, my wife tells me, she says, when you get old and decrepit and you're sitting there in that wheelchair, I'm going to make you a blanket out of it. I've got a damn cigar box that's plumb full.
Oh, really?
But anyway, I asked this chick at the bar there in Kernersville for a panty tag about 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. And she gave it to me, whatnot. Her friend come back over there, man. I mean, she was not a small woman by no means.
Okay,
she was
you got
pushing the
my
400-pound mark.
Do tell.
She, well, you never asked for my panties.
Oh, good
I
Lord.
said, well,
That turned out to look like a
okay,
flag.
I'll take your panties, go to the bathroom, take them off. She goes to the bathroom, she brings the panties back, and I shit you not, they're this fucking
Hell
wide,
yeah, now
guys.
you're talking my
Get
shit.
your blanket.
Yeah.
If you've been to one of our shows, you know I hang the bras and panties. This girl in a wheelchair
And King.
and King comes up and throws something that looked like a parachute, and when
I
it
call
hit the
it.
floor,
It
I
had
swear it
a
went, and his panties this big,
I'm not
Brian
gonna
picks
lie.
up and puts them on.
I'm not gonna lie, they had a little,
Get the film on the
they had a little residue in there.
And she's pointing to the mic stand. I was like, the fuck, I'm gonna fall over.
I put them on my head, I put them on, I wore them, they were
You had to
awesome.
get a tetanus shot after that.
Dude, that ain't the worst part about this. She brought them back to me, and I looked at them. I'm like, ooh, because there's a brown and yellow streak.
That's how I tell which way it goes. I put the yellow in the front, brown in the back.
I took them and I hung them on the back of the speaker cabinets, and they reached from side to side.
Should have made you a banner out of
I
it.
hooked one on one corner, one on the other corner. Went out there and got the vocalist, which was our bass player also. Got him, said, Paul, come here and check this out. Paul Woods, good guy. But anyway, I brought him in there, and he's kind of Spanish. He walks in, he put, oh my,
Just a little doo-doo.
and another good one for you.
Dave's allergic to doo-doo stains.
Even when we talk about them.
Was playing
He gets
this,
excited.
what was it? Used to be Metal Rebel. We
Oh,
played
yeah,
down there
yeah,
right
yeah.
after it first opened. You know, big crowd down there. I had asked this chick for a panty tag. Don't share with the fucking bands. That's
I'm alright.
prejudice. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'd asked this chick for a panty tag. She gave it to me. Well, she come up the stage. She's up there dancing. One, I'm really hot looking. And she come up there and says, hey, let me have your panty tags. I'm fucked up. She said, you don't got my damn panty tag. And I said, well, give me your panties. She says, well, here, I can't get them off. You had to cut them. I reached down there with my knife and cut both sides. She looked like she started a fucking chainsaw,
Red
trying to
tape,
jerk them out of there.
Yeah,
She finally gets them out. She slings them. Paul, the
That's
same
good.
vocalist. No, Paul, the same vocalist, was on stage right in the middle of something. Totally quit in the middle of the song because it landed right across his guitar. And he's like, ooh.
Don't you love it when you're playing and people want to come up and fist bump you while you're playing?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, fucking
That's my
love it.
favorite.
That was awesome. Well, like I said, a little doo-doo ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Oh, hell no.
That's all rock and roll, like we was talking
My
about.
underwear like a zero candy bar, white on the outside, brown on the
Yeah, I've
inside.
seen them. They stick to the wall too. All right, so one more time before we go, let's get your dates and stuff you got coming up.
May 27th
At
at
Kenny's
Kenny's
Place.
Place in King, North Carolina. And then June, we've got several different shows. We've got a
Okay.
private party with Paul Holmes, the 3-card Bonnie and Motivator,
Cool deal.
and 24th we're in Whitfield, Virginia.
Cool deal.
That's
All right.
that's still pending.
That's fun to say in it with
Well, we've had a ball catching up with Steve, and I've known Steve for, God, 20 years,
About 20
and Chris, and just meeting Scotty.
Pleasure meeting you
And
guys. I enjoyed it.
we appreciate you guys coming over and giving up your Wednesday night for
I
us.
enjoyed it.
All right, man. Well, hopefully we'll get to do it again sometime. And want to thank you guys for watching. Want to thank Shane for coming over and recording us. And
I gotta do what?
yeah, no shit.
And all this bullshit together.
My name is Brian Hall, and this is
The dirty one.
the Dirty Dirtbag Dave Baker, and this is the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. We'll see you guys down the road.
Baby.
White Trash
How
Bash.
dirty is it?
Saturday, May 20th.
Hi, I'm Chris.
I'm Steve.
I'm Scotty.
We are Derailed, and you are listening to the Dirty
Dirty
Overhaul
Rock
Rock Show.
Yeah. What the fuck are we here for?
Get out of here.
No shit.